Dude, I look like a mess. Which is good because today we're going to talk about how it feels to act and be positive when in reality you're a mess. Anyway, um, it's not fun. But I feel like a lot of people actually do this. Like, it's usually bigger influencers, but we tend to want to give off a positive and confident, you know, vibe because if you're just giving off a negative energy the whole time, nobody's really gonna watch or nobody's really gonna watch you. Nobody's really gonna want to watch you. There we go. Jesus fuck. And I'm just tired. But and I think that's mostly because I think we live in like this kind of world where we don't we don't want we don't want to be surrounded or we don't want to watch people who are being negative because we live in a negative world. We feel negative, and if we watch negative people, that's just going to make us more negative, you know? But of course, I could be totally fucking wrong because I am kind of an idiot, but that's just kind of what I feel because that's what I do, you know? I tend to, you know, I mean, when I'm watching negative videos like on TikTok or something, I get a negative, I start to feel negative myself because it's not happy, you know? Like you're watching like the state of the world and you're feeling like shit because that's the state of the world. So you tend to want to watch happier things like I'm watching Queso right now, you know? And I like watching him because he's funny and he's all positive, and he's like he he likes to joke around and all that stuff, you know what I mean? So just, I, I'm kind of just going kind of based off what I do or how I feel about it, but I feel like that kind of I feel like it's typically more I I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. I need an energy drink. But I feel like that's kind of how it is with everyone. I mean, my parents, always growing up, my parents usually like, I feel like, well, actually, yeah, my dad did it too. So, my parents, they were always like, if you're not smiling, if you're not being all happy and stuff, no one's gonna want to be your friend. Um, which low key, actually, they were kind of right because, like, a lot of my friends were like, I was scared because you looked mean. Like, you weren't smiling. You always have a very serious face when, you know, like in the hallways or something. Like, you look mean. You have a resting bitch face. Okay, damn. But, just kind of goes to show that they were kind of right, you know? Which, it kind of does suck at times because you don't always want to be happy. You don't always want to have to, feel that pressure of like, okay, I have to, put on a bright, happy personality even though I feel like I'm fucking dying inside. You know? Also, my nose contour looks like shit, but I don't even care. Um, but that's just kind of how it is. I mean, I feel like a lot of famous people and influencers and stuff have talked about it before, like how they feel this, you know, extreme pressure, like where they feel like they have to, have this certain personality, and they have to act a certain way, and they have to do certain things, because if they don't, like, nobody's gonna like them. And they have to, have a strict schedule. They have to, I think I said that, they have to look a certain way. Because if they don't, no one's gonna like them. Which, I mean, they're not even wrong. I mean, I don't know. I feel like there are certain things where I wish the world could be a little more lenient, because not everybody's gonna be happy 24/7. Not everyone can be positive, all the fucking time, and not everyone's gonna have a certain body, or face, or features that fit into today's beauty standards. You know, and it really sucks, because if you don't have all these certain things, and if you don't do all these certain things or say all these certain things, like, people are not gonna like you. Which, I don't know. It's pretty hard to it's pretty hard to defend, because, at least from my standpoint, they're still human. And they're kind of being denied all these things that they need to be human, like free speech. Now, I feel like a lot of people actually do have free speech, but I'm talking more of, like, if they want to speak out about, like, I don't know, if they want to confront a hater like I did the other day, they're gonna get backlash, because, sorry, I'm looking at my makeup. They're gonna get backlash because they're being all negative and being mean. I don't know. I've seen some things, so maybe it's not like in every person or every influencer thing, but I mean, regardless, I don't know. Dude, I really need an energy drink. It is crazy because my dad bought Celsius yesterday for me, and I just spent like 5 hours. Yesterday I spent like 3 hours, and today I spent like well over an hour finishing a painting. And I'm kind of proud of it, to be honest. I mean, I guess I could have done better, but I'm not very good at anything. But I did good for, not being very talented. Um, but as I was saying, it's really not easy to, be be an influencer and be famous, because regardless of what you do or what you say, you're going to have people who don't like you. And regardless of anything, it's just, it's hard. But I think personally, I mean, I definitely do think being an influencer is so much easier than having a regular like job, like a 9 to 5. But it also has its other cons, A 9 to 5 has its pros and cons, and that doesn't mean that being an influencer or something doesn't also have pros and cons. Because if you're just someone with a regular 9 to 5, you're not famous, you don't have a lot of people that know you, so you don't have a lot of people that hate you. But if you're an influencer, you have a lot of people that are gonna hate you. You know, I don't know, there's just so many differences, yet, there's still downsides no matter what you do. And for me, like, I struggle with depression. So, of course, and it's like pretty bad. I will say that. Like, I, and it's unfortunate, but so it's really hard, especially right now because I'm like kind of like in the trenches with it. Um, it's pretty hard to, constantly be positive. So, like, even when I'm not recording like a video or anything, I still, it's still tiring because I don't want to feel negative all the time. I don't like it. I don't think anyone would. But I feel like I feel like um even if I didn't have depression, it would still be kind of exhausting. I mean, you're having to work very hard, like basically every day, doing something, regardless of like what it is, influencer, actor, artist, whatever. You're still having to work super hard every day, and you have to be positive, and you have to give off this really radiant, positive light, which is not easy. So, anyway, I feel like I really wanted to kind of rant about that. Um, It wasn't as big of a rant as I usually have, but something regardless. Um, and I did try a smoky eye today, and like I did yesterday, this is all I'm gonna do on camera because I'm too lazy to do the rest. I'm probably just gonna sit in my fucking bed and do the rest, and then go to sleep. Because I've been up since 4, like 4 a.m. And I got this night I got actually a lot more sleep because I ended up. So yesterday I stayed up from like, I don't know, whenever I woke up yesterday to about 5 or 6 p.m. Then I went to bed and then I slept until 4. So this bitch is tired as fuck. And I keep saying that I need an energy drink, but every time I drink an energy drink, I don't even finish it. Like, I get halfway through and I'm zonked, bro. I'm asleep as fuck. Like, dude. Even energy drinks can't stop me. I'ma stay asleep. Whatever. Um, so yeah. This is kind of the look today. And like I said, I'm gonna do the rest after I upload this. Which is probably just gonna do, I'm probably just gonna do my waterline and then do some mascara, to be honest. And then I think I'm just gonna couch potato for the rest of the day. So I'm tired. But I love you guys, and I hope you have a good day, because it's the morning. Good morning, bitches. I hope you have a good day, and I love you so much. Okay, Lou.